I dance because it makes me really happy. Like, it brings me joy that I haven't felt in anything else before.
I dance because it generally just helps express myself. When I step into the dance room, it's just a different feeling. It's like everything from the day, no matter if it was a bad day or a good day or a really good day, everything goes away.
I dance because I have a hard time expressing emotion. Sometimes it helps me let out things that I keep inside, and I like being able to perform for people.
I dance because it's something I enjoy. I've been dancing for a while, and so it's just like something that I've just liked doing. I feel like because of how long I've been dancing, it just came naturally where I started feeling more connected to it because I find it fun. Like, it doesn't feel like a chore, it feels like something I just naturally enjoy.
What I love about dance is because I can be someone else but also myself at the same time, and it's just a really big part of my life. Dance is an art, and I see it as an art because it's something that you can create from something that you've been through, something that you've seen, something that you want to talk about, but you put that in movement, and you can tell a story through that movement, and you can show it to other people.
Dancing just like relieves all my stress. Like, I feel like I don't think about anything else when I'm dancing. I'm just thinking about what I'm doing in that moment, and I feel like I connect to it so much because I like stress over everything. So then when I'm dancing, it just makes me forget, and I'm just happy.
I have a really big connection with dance, and I've been dancing since I was like 3. So it has a big toll on my life, and it makes me feel a lot better.
When I'm out there on the stage or on the field, wherever I'm on when I'm about to dance, I just like take a breath, and then it just like my body just does the movement, and it feels good. My energy, the blood flowing, like I just get very like in the moment. So I bring different sides of me out through dance that not a lot of people see. It's my safe space.
I remember the first day of practice this year, or like any year. You come into the dance room and you're kind of just expecting to like, oh, Miss Burns is just gonna talk to us. No, the choreographers were there. Kyra, Cora, and Julie were there. And then I was like, oh yeah, like we're about to start. They're like, do this. They play the song. And first rally took about, I think, 2 months. It took us a while, but when first rally came, I feel like we did our big one. We ate it up. I love how we all get here early in the morning and we're all like doing our makeup, listening to music. I feel like if we didn't do that and we just showed up right before the performance, there would be no connection there. We would all just be coming to perform. There wouldn't be no bond. We wouldn't be like a family. It would just be like, oh, we're just coming to perform, show up, hi, bye type thing. We feel more close to each other and we feel more comfortable in the environment.
I think important traits dancers should have is the ability to like mentally prepare yourself for things, to mentally motivate yourself. Self-motivation is very important. Also, like just because people are going to compare themselves to a lot of other people, and that's just life in general. You compare yourself to others, and not everyone is going to be at the same level. I'm not at the same level as those professional dancers that I wanted to be, but I feel like I've learned to, instead of talking myself down about it, I've motivated myself to be like them or to be better. So I feel like a lot of dancers should learn how to self-motivate themselves, how to talk to themselves, because a lot of it is just in the mind. You get very into yourself, and you're not sure about what you're doing is right, if the dance is going to be good, if people are going to like your dance, just all the stuff that you overthink about in your mind. I feel like that's the number one thing dancers struggle with a lot. And I feel like it's very important to know, like, it's okay, like, just get those thoughts out of your head. Just learn how to talk yourself up instead of talking yourself down. So I think that's the number one.
What it takes to be part of a team is you really have to have a connection with everyone and really get to know everyone, so that when you're dancing with each other, like, not only does it feel good, it looks good too, and you can have fun at the same time. I think that's what, to be part of a team and to really help each other.
Being part of the dance team has made myself be able to be more outgoing, because I'm usually a shy, quiet person, and I don't think that's like necessarily a bad thing, but talking to more people and like getting to know them, like, I really enjoy doing that, and I feel like deep inside I love talking to people. But it just takes a little bit of courage to get myself out there. And I feel like the dance team, everyone involved, has really helped bring that out.
A valuable lesson that dance taught me is knowing that it's okay to not get it at first, because I definitely started from a place where I obviously didn't know how to dance and everything, and I grew from there, and it is hard and frustrating at first, but if you really want to dance and you just push yourself, you can definitely get it. And just knowing that you have people there to support you that were once like you, that it's okay.
When I was choreographing the second rally, it took a lot of time. It would take like an hour to make just 1 minute of choreography, which is like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in reality it is. And it's just like, to me, I did get a lot of inspiration from like the 2000s and different types of people like dancing to that like particular songs that I used. But I would see the videos and I'd see certain things that I would like, and I would like kind of incorporate that into my dance. But I wanted second rally to be fun and hype and like very boyish and not very girly. And so that's how I made second rally. And like seeing people like bring what I wanted to life, like it was really cool, because it was something that like I actually created, and it wasn't my first time choreographing. It was like my second year choreographing stuff.
How I feel on performance days is I feel sometimes really nervous, but it's like a good nervous, because like you're always hyped and you're with people who you love the most, and it's really fun when you're out there dancing and it's a big crowd watching you guys and everyone's cheering, and it's just a really great feeling.
The feeling before a prep rally is so scary. Like, it's really scary because you know your peers are out there and like they could be saying a bunch of things, but when you're on the dance floor, like, you don't really care, you know, you're dancing with your friends, you're technically your family, you know, it feels really comfortable knowing that they're right there dancing with you, and like doing something that you love is just, it distracts you from everything else, you know. And I know a lot of people appreciate the art and dance. So you being able to show them that art that you create, it's just a good feeling.
Something I gotten out of being part of dance team is definitely a huge confidence boost because I've danced in front of our entire school and plus my family and all types of other people that I don't even know. And so it definitely helped me with my confidence and being okay with like who I am, and it also gave me the opportunity to make a lot of good friends. It just gave me an outlet to where I could express myself in a way that I've never done before and truly like just be happy, because dance like makes me happy. Like when I'm dancing, like if I'm in a bad mood, I just dance for like 20 minutes and I'll be fine.
My experience being on the dance team is it's very fun because I made lots of friends, and that was my way of getting to know people here at Heritage.
I think that there's a lot of different types of bonds that can be created in dance. I know I've made like more of like a family bond with a lot of the girls on the team.
What I value the most is really meeting everyone and finding new friends, and like that they're good people too, and that they really care for you and they'll always have your back no matter what, and they not only care about your struggles, but they care about you too.
Something fun about dance is, well, I think partly is the environment that we're in, because when you're dancing with like your friends, they're basically like your family, because we spend like 3 hours every single day and then 4 hours on the weekends together and then all of our free time. So I think it's very fun when you have a good community together. And just the fact that you can like express yourself through dance with any kind of feeling, with any kind of style, if we're being honest. Like even if you're sad and you have to do like a hard hip hop, you can go even harder and really push yourself. So I think that's really fun about dance.
What brings the team together the most is probably our outside practices, like our Saturday practices when no one else is at school and it's just us in the dance room stuck in there for 4 hours. We're all learning the same choreo, but we're also like having our own little fun moments on the side. And then I love how like at the end of the practices we have our little potluck and we all sit in a circle and we just talk about things that we wouldn't normally talk about on normal days. And we also do these things where like Burns will sit us down as a team, and like if she notices like there's like something wrong, or if everyone's just feeling sad that day, we'll all sit down and we'll all just talk. And it feels good because like you're on this team where you know you could cry in front of these girls, you could just be yourself and they're not going to judge you because they're also going through their own things.
Something that has helped me grow as a dancer, there's many things that have, but simply practicing and knowing that the end result is like the biggest accomplishment, and just practicing will lead me to that. And no matter how many like hard hours I put into it, it'll all be worth it in the end, and it's rewarding to know that.
Something new I've definitely learned being part of the dance team is it's always good to have the ones close to you, and it's always good to be out of your comfort zone, especially if you're a type of person like me it's kind of hard to show that affection. So it kind of gets you more comfortable to those around you. And even just in general, being around people kind of helps you a lot with trying to gain that confidence, because they can also share their own confidence with you and then boost your confidence even more.
Something new I've learned is like taking constructive criticism. Like when I first joined, it was really hard on me and I thought like, oh, people are trying to like tear me down in a way, but then like at the end you realize that they're just trying to help you and like guide you and make you a better dancer. So this year I realized that a lot, that like it's okay to like get feedback from other people?
I gain confidence by just it's really within you, because you really have to you just have to want to get better at dance. You want to you just really have to have that mindset to become better and just have it as a future, and just knowing that you have people there to support you.
I've grown by being more confident of myself, Being more confident made me grow as not just a dancer, as a person.
Something new that dance has brought into my life is having patience and confidence in myself, because I tend to be very hard on myself.
How I grow as a dancer is I really put my best self forward, and I take my time, and I really persevere through everything, and all it is just patience and have fun with it at the same time.
Over the past few years, I've seen the girls grow a lot. Just in not even just dance, in personality and in taking leadership. Especially I've noticed Victoria, she's grown a lot, and her leadership, you can really tell how much she's grown to be a leader on the team.
For a little backstory, we've been choreographing on them since the previous year, so in 2021. That was straight out of a pandemic, and the girls still had to get adjusted to high school life, and they still had to get adjusted to being in a social dance setting. So I think that was a challenge for the majority of them. And coming on to this year, I think they've grown so much, especially with their dancing as a group, performing in front of people. I mean, it's been a while since they've done that. So I've seen a lot of growth with them, and they continue to grow, they continue to push themselves, and I think that's super special. So they've grown a lot.
The girls have grown in so many different ways. I think probably the biggest ways are confidence, and having that stage presence is something that really can't be taught. You have to just kind of grow and learn that for yourself and see what makes you feel comfortable on stage and what your personality is going to be on stage.
Individually, I've seen them all grow within their own right. So, you have the shyer dancers, you have the dancers that have less experience. Just to see them grow not only as a dancer but as just a person is just amazing. I mean, I can't go into specifics because I've got 17 girls and they all have their own different paths of growth. But it's a beautiful thing when I can watch them as dancers, especially for my choreography. My choreography is not mainstream what these kids are used to, and so when they come onto the team and they're first introduced to my modern, it's difficult. And then by the end of the year, when I see them moving and doing my movement and how it becomes effortless, and how I see them perform it and move it, it's a beautiful thing to see that growth in them as a dancer, as well as their individual paths.
This year, third rally was choreographed by myself and Nova. We came up with a playlist of what songs we wanted, and then we also came up with what parts of the songs that we wanted, and we mashed those together into one big song. And we had 4 songs in total, I believe. And with that song, then we started filling in dance moves with it. And it was all over the place because we had movement for the first song, and then we skipped a song, and then we had movement for the next song. So we had gaps to fill. So it was kind of all over the place, but we got it done.
the process with coming up with your own dance, it can be long for sure, but it's honestly like one of the most fun things to do because you get to really tap into like all your creativity. And I mean, you come up with everything from your song choice to like the lighting that's on stage and, you know, what dancers you have in that dance and how it's all executed. It can be anything from focus, like whether you're looking out onto the audience or if you're looking at the floor or if you're like, I don't know, any direction. All of that you get to really like nitpick and decide up to your like own opinion, and I think that can be really cool and it can be something really special.
Choreographing a contemporary dance is definitely more challenging, but something important to remember is to remember your story you're telling throughout the dance, because it'll help when you dance tell the story, which is also really important when it comes to contemporary because it's all about your emotions and the story you're telling overall and just everything.
When I was forming a small group, it was really difficult because like at first I didn't know like what I was supposed to be doing. So when I first like even came up with my choreo, because I came up with my choreo first, and then I had to teach it, and then I had to pick people. So when I was picking people, I didn't even know what I was doing. It was just felt like I was just being thrown like in to figure out what to do. But I feel like the process after that, like after picking the people, I felt like just coming up with choreography and stuff and deciding what I'm gonna do, formations and things. I feel like that was maybe difficult when I was making a small group, and because sometimes you have a specific way you see certain things being done, sometimes not everybody does it the same way. So I feel like that was like one of the things I had to work on. If you don't have, if you're not like feeling whatever moves you're doing, it's not gonna look right, or like it's not gonna look how you like when you create choreography. I feel like it has to, like, you're portraying it to the audience. So if you're not having fun, then the audience won't be either.
So our big performance that we rehearse all year round for is our showcase. We perform multiple dances, all of our pep rally dances that we perform throughout the year. Our coach Burns comes up with 2 dances for us, a finale, and then whether she's feeling like a modern, a jazz, hip hop, whatever she wants, she puts 2 pieces in there. And the rest are dances that our dancers create on their own. Show day is very exciting for all of us, but also very stressful. We don't want to mess anything up, and everyone is just like on their toes. It's very fun. Like before show, we all get ready together, we all have a good time, play music. We just like to bond before show, just to get like a good feeling before showcase, just get everyone in a good mood, you know, in case anything's going on. And that really brightens the mood for everyone. And then just the moment of just waiting before the show actually starts. You can hear everyone in the crowd talking, waiting, the curtains are closed, so we're all just nervous. And it happens in a second. Like the dance showcase, like it took a whole year to prepare, but when the performance starts, it takes, like, it feels like less than 5 minutes for the show to end.
All dance forms can tell their own story, but they also can tell the same story within their own genre. I mean, you've got cultural dances and you've got, you know, your performance dances like ballet and contemporary and modern and jazz, hip hop. It's part of why I make it so integral in my program for them to choreograph, whether they're in class or on the team, like how they become an artist themselves, how they can like just have an outlet to move and to be themselves. I do a lot of choreography assignments in class so they can learn it. I encourage the dance team to choreograph and to tell their story through dance. And I think it's important because there's a lot of dance programs out there where it's like studios where the instructors are just giving them the movement and doing it, but they don't know how to, the dancers themselves know how to put together a movement or how to tell a story through movement. And when we put together our showcase, like, it's all their choreography. There's like 2 dances that are mine. And so they can really tell their own story or what they want to share through their movement. And maybe it's not necessarily a story, maybe it's movement for movement's sake, but it's their expression and their way of moving. The team feels like a family. We start off not really knowing who each other are, but through every day being in practice together and working hard together for a common goal, we develop that bond of that product that we're going to put out there for an audience. But just like every family, we have our ups and downs. We have our times where we get along and we don't, but that's all part of the learning process too, of how you get along with people in life. You're not going to always get along, but you find that common ground to get along. Or you may not have the same interests, but you find that one interest that may help you. And a lot of these kids develop a bond through their whole life. I mean, I've had dancers that have graduated and are still friends with the people that they danced with on the team. And so it's a lot of coming together with kids that may not have known each other or may not have ever interacted with each other to begin with, but being a part of the team has developed a lifelong friendship. It's just refreshing. Like, it's refreshing to see them, just be kids too. Like, you learn how to be serious for what you're there for, but you do have to have those times where you just like goof off and get along, and to see them be able to do that with each other, it's just, that's part of that building that whole bond, and just enjoying, like, having a fun high school experience through dance.
I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. You guys, I was, my freshman year, that's the last time I was with like a performance team, and I missed that a lot. So just reconnecting with all the dance girls this year, it brings a lot of memories and makes me love performing again. And I just want them to continue pursuing whatever they love. If it's dance, if it's anything, just keep going. And I love you guys.
To the girls that are watching this, I just wanted to say that you guys are amazing, and I've had the best time of my life this year. You guys made my year probably the best years I've had out of all 4 years in high school. And I'm really sad that I only had 1 year to spend with you guys, and I wish I could spend a lot more. But I have a future to go on to, and I know you guys will do amazing in school and dance, and I hope that you guys keep dance alive.
To my seniors, I would say I am so proud of you. Good luck in everything you do. I am so excited for this next chapter in your life. It is way more fun. And just know your path, but also know that there will be detours and there will be bumps in the road. And don't be afraid to take that detour if it comes, because you never know where it may lead. It may lead to a new opportunity, a new path, a new avenue in your life that you may have never even dreamed of. But live your life, take it all in, and pursue what makes you happy.